हाय गाइस, वेलकम टू अवर यूट्यूब चैनल एमबीए पाठशाला। तो एमबीए पाठशाला ने आप लोगों की स्पीड बूस्ट करने के लिए, आपकी टेस्ट टेकिंग एबिलिटी को इंप्रूव करने के लिए एक फ्री डेली क्विज का इनिशिएटिव लिया है, जिसको आप लोग हमारे पोर्टल पर www.mbapathshala.com पर जाकर हमारा जो फ्री कोर्सेज का सेक्शन है, कैट 2026 फ्री प्रिपरेशन एक कोर्स है, उसमें एनरोल करके आप डेली बेसिस पर एक फ्री क्विज लगा सकते हो। ये क्विजेज आप लोगों के एग्जाम यानी कि कैट 2026 तक हम लोग प्रोवाइड कराने वाले हैं। हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर इसका एनालिसिस मिलेगा, क्विज रहेगी हमारे पोर्टल पर।
Hi friends, welcome to MBA Pathshala. In the series of daily doses, today we are going to do a set of Venn diagrams, that is set theory of 3 sets. So this is the set. I hope you people have already done this. If not, take a pause and do this set. Okay, so let us go to the solution of this. This is a Venn diagram question of 3 sets. Here we are given that in a colony, the residents read different newspapers among the Daily Chronicle, the Global Post and the Financial Herald. It is known that 52% of the residents read at most one newspaper, 42% of the residents read the Global Post or the Financial Herald, but not the Daily Chronicle and so on. So we can see in this whole paragraph, all the things, almost all of the things are given in terms of percentage. Here percentage is given, here percentage. So everything is given in terms of percentage except one data. Here 2800 residents read only the Global Post and the Financial Herald. So this is the only data which is given in terms of numbers. Okay, all the other things that is given in terms of percentage. So whenever this happens, our standard approach, whether that is a question of quantitative aptitude or a question of DILR, that doesn't matter. If all the things are given in terms of percentage or ratios, these things are same thing actually, they are relative terms. If all the things are given in terms of relative things except one data, we should in the first go just ignore this data and we have to calculate all the things in terms of the left out things in terms of percentage itself. Then we have to relate those percentage data with the actual data with the help of this. This will create a multiplying factor and all the percentage data that will be converted to the actual data. So that should be our approach. So this is a question of a Venn diagram. So first we have to draw a Venn diagram. Let us draw it. So here this is set of 3 set question actually, Venn diagram of 3 sets because they read different newspapers, the Daily Chronicle. So let us say this is Daily Chronicle, DC, and Global Post. Let us say this is Global Post and Financial Herald. So this is Financial Herald. Okay. Now it is known that 52% of the residents read at most one newspaper. So at most one newspaper, that means those who read exactly one newspaper, that is only Daily Chronicle or only the Global Post or only the Financial Herald, or those people who are reading none. So at most that includes none also. So as it is not giving us the value of any one particular area but the sum of areas, we have to put variable first. So let us say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, F, let's say this is G, and this is N. So here the first equation saying that at most one that will include none plus exactly one, A plus B plus C. So that is given as 50%. So here we are ignoring this 2800 right now and taking all the things in terms of percentage. That's why the total we should take as 100% right now. So that will be 52 itself. Now the next line is 42% of the residents read the Global Post or the Financial Herald but not the Daily Chronicle. So Global Post or the Financial Herald, it is not saying and, it is saying or. but not the daily chronicle. That is B plus E plus C. So we are given B plus E plus C as 42. The second equation. Then 54% of the residents read the global post. So this global post, that is B plus D plus G plus E, that is 50%. So let us write it here itself. Then 24% of the residents read both the Daily Chronicle and the Global Post. Daily Chronicle and Global Post, that is D plus G. It is not saying only Daily Chronicle and Global Post. It is saying both. So this G will also be included. So we are given D plus G as 24. All the data is in terms of percentage. Here, 36% of the residents read exactly 2 newspaper. So exactly 2, that will be D plus E plus F. We are given D plus E plus F as 36. Then 10% of the residents read only the Daily Chronicle and the Financial Herald. Only the Daily Chronicle and the Financial Herald, that is F. F is given as 10% of the total. And the number of residents who read all the 3 newspapers, that is G, that is equal to twice the number of residents who read none. So this is equal to 2n. And the last line is saying that 2800 residents read only the Global Post and the Financial Herald. So only the Global Post and Financial Herald, that is E, the exact value of E is given as 2800. So this is the exact value. Let us use some different color for exact value. So here it is E, and exact value we are going to use some other color. So this is given as 2800 exact value. Okay, so first we will calculate all the remaining values in terms of percentage. So how many variables we have got? We have got 8 variables because there are 8 reasons in a Venn diagram of 3 sets. Now we already know the value of one of the variable f. Okay, so 7 variables are left. We have got 7 equations also. Here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 equations here we have got, and one equation is the sum of these, that is 54%, that is 6th equation, and one equation is sum of all these equal to 100%, that is the 7th one. Okay, so 7 variables, 7 equation. One of the variable we already know the value of f. Okay, so let us use it. As we already know, n plus a plus b plus c is 52 and d plus e plus f is 36. The sum of all is 100. Let me write the equation itself. N plus a plus b plus c plus d plus e plus f plus g, that is equal to 100%. Now in that we already know n plus a plus b plus c as 52, the first equation. And the fourth one, d plus e plus f as 36. So that gives us the value of G as 52 plus 36, 88. 88 plus 12 is 100. So G we know in terms of percentage is 12%. Now as G is 12%, G is equal to 2n. So that gives n is equal to 6%. Okay. Also as G is 12%, D plus G is 24. That means D also is 12%. Now as we know D is 12% and E we have to calculate, F is 10%. So D plus E plus F, this equation we will use. D is already 12%, E we will calculate, and F is 10%. So that is equal to 36, giving the value of E as 14%. This is 14%. Once E known, let us calculate B. As we know, B plus D plus G plus E is 54. So 12 plus 12, 24 and 14, that is 38. So 54 minus 38, that is 16. This is 16%. Now, as we know, B is 16. Let us use this equation. B is 16 and E we already know is 14. So plus C will give us 42. This will give us the value of C, that is 12. 30 plus 12, 42. So C itself is 12%. And then we can use the upper one. N plus A plus B plus C is 52, giving the value of A. As we already know, N, B and C. So N is 6, B is 16. 16 and 6, 22. And C is 12. 22 and 12, that is 34. 52 minus 34, that is 18. So this is 18%. So we have calculated all the values in terms of percentage. Now let us relate it with the actual value. Now this 14% is 2800. So we know 14% is actually, let us use the other color, is 2800. So 1% will be actually 200. So 1%, that will be 200. So from there we can see that the multiplying factor here is actually 200. So to convert each of the percentage to actual, we have to multiply each of them by 200. So this 16%, that will become 3200. There is no need to write bracket as we are already using different color. So this will be simply 3200. This will be 2400. This is also 2400. This is 2000. Everything will be multiplied by 200. This will be 2400. This will be 1200. This will be 3600. This 100%, that will be 20,000. Okay, so every value calculated. Let us jump to the questions. How many residents read only the Daily Chronicle? So only the Daily Chronicle, that we can see is 3600. This value, only Daily Chronicle, 3600. So that will be option B. How many residents do not read any of the newspaper? That is N. So N we can see is 1200. So option D. How many residents read at least 2 newspapers? So at least 2 newspapers, that includes 2 newspapers as well as 3 newspapers. So 2 newspapers, that is D, E and F, and all the 3, that is G. 2400, 2400, 2000, 2800. So that is actually 9600. So that will be 9600. Yes, option A. Then we have how many residents are there in the colony. So that is 100% is 20,000. So that will be 20,000. Option C. And how many residents read all the 3 newspapers? That is G. So G is 2400, all the 3 newspapers. So that will be option A. So this is one of the set which is this particular type of questions quite common in most of the exams, even NMAT, SNAP. This type of question is generally asked. Thank you.